Becoming a highly profitable graphic designer in 2025 is not difficult. It doesn't matter if you're just starting out as a graphic designer or you've been one for several years. I can absolutely guarantee this video will show you some things at least you've never heard before or have never fully understood before. And in doing so, it will allow you to be more profitable as a graphic designer. If you think you know everything about becoming a profitable graphic designer, think again. In 2025, it's not just about your design skills. And this video is for freelancers, agency owners, or anybody aiming to get really big in this space. First off, if you're expecting a video on how to walk into an in-house design job and collect a paycheck, this isn't it. We're diving deep into what it actually takes to become profitable as a freelance or independent designer, starting with something that's non-negotiable in 2025, your personal brand. You can't just be a good designer. You need a presence that demands attention and shows potential clients you are what they need. You may think it's all about the portfolio, the work, the logos, and so on. And yeah, don't get me wrong, your work is important. But if you're not telling a story, if you're not being intentional with how you show up on platforms like LinkedIn, you're leaving so much on the table. Now take Kristy Campbell for example. You might not have heard of her before, but she's a living proof of what happens when you get the personal branding aspect right, especially on LinkedIn. She has obviously differentiated herself with her personal branding. We can see a bright pink and bold presence really easily. And if you take this promo video as an example, her logo, her branding, even the actual physical pink pony itself, her entire identity is going to stick in your mind. Now her work might not be in the top 1% of design skills out there, but that doesn't matter, and we're going to learn more about this later. But she now runs a design business that hires up to 10 people. By focusing on building a memorable personal brand and strategically positioning yourself, you can break through the noise and create a presence that attracts clients. And for those of you who have actually got to this part in the video, you're going to be rewarded right now because I have some valuable tips that will help you build a personal brand or persona. Define your niche. So choose a specific area of design and make it clear in your messaging and your branding. Be consistent with visual identity. Use a distinct and cohesive look across every single platform for recognition. Show your personality. Share your thoughts and values connecting on a human level. Create value-driven content. Share insights and tips to establish authority in your field or your niche. Engage with your audience. Now this is really important. You need to respond to comments and build relationships by offering value and connecting. Tell your story. Share why you do what you do to create deeper connections. Use client success stories. You can showcase how your designs have solved problems and have added value to clients in the past. Leverage video content. Now you can share behind the scene material, some tips and client testimonials to really engage new clients and connections. Stay active and stay consistent. Post on a regular basis to stay in the minds of potential clients and your audience. Collaborate and network. Try partnering with other creatives to expand your reach and your credibility. As a very important addition to this first point, it's not enough just to create great work or great design. You need to market yourself. Selling yourself and building relationships is what transforms you from a designer into a highly profitable one. Ask yourself this very question. Why should anybody hire you as a graphic designer? What do you bring to the table? And if you want to be a more profitable graphic designer in 2025, here's one crucial tip. Simplify your workflow. Seriously. Spending hours managing multiple tools and subscriptions, that's just time you could be using to create and get paid for it. Now think about it. You've got one subscription for fonts, maybe another for mockups, and a separate one for stock photos, and so on. It's not just expensive, it becomes a productivity killer, like no joke. That is where Kittl comes into play. It's a platform that brings everything you need. Fonts, stock photos, mockups, textures, all into one seamless tool. So that means no more switching apps or dealing with endless downloads. They've partnered with Monotype to give you access to premium fonts, plus stunning templates and stock images that are anything but generic. and everything is built in and ready to use. And that really does save you time and money, which is a win-win. With Kittl, you can cut down on costs and reclaim hours of your time. And as every designer knows, time saved equals more money earned. Now, if this does sound like a game changer for your workflow, you can check it out for free. And I've added a link below for you to explore for yourself. So yeah, go ahead and take a look for yourself. Streamlining your tools is just one way to boost your profits. Let's dive into the next tip to help you make 2025 your most successful year yet. The next thing that you need to learn is a master hack when it comes to being a profitable graphic designer. And I know what most people are going to be thinking here. I'm a designer, I just design. But here's the thing, the real money isn't on one-off projects. It's about recognizing opportunities to offer more value and build long-term relationships with your clients. And we're talking about upselling, and let's break it down. If you're designing a logo for a client, why not offer them a full branding package? If they need a website, why not throw in social media graphics as well? And I'm referring mainly to upselling after you've already proven your skills and your reliability to the client. So once you do have that trust, you can find areas that the client might need your skills and your time. But don't be pushy. Simply point out to them where you can help their business grow after you have already proven yourself. And when you start recognizing these opportunities, not only do you increase the value of each client relationship, but you can also create repeat business. Clients come back because you're providing more, and they see you as a go-to for pretty much everything. Now, we're going to enter into something very interesting indeed. Let's talk about something that could completely change the way you price your work. Value-based pricing versus hourly rates. Now, you need to learn this to become more profitable. And I know, charging by the hour is the way most designers start. But let me tell you something, it is limiting. The problem with charging by the hour is that you tie your income directly to your time. Instead, try this. Charge based on the value you're going to bring to your clients. How much will your design help them make, save, or grow? When you start pricing based on results, your work becomes more valuable and your clients will actually see that. Let's take a look at some real numbers. If, say, you're designing a logo for a business and you charge by the hour, maybe you charge, say, $50 per hour and the project will take 10 hours, so you make $500. But if you use value-based pricing, you're charging based on how much your design will impact their business. For example, a logo that helps them reach their target audience and attracts more clients could potentially increase their sales by, say, $10,000 across one business quarter. In that case, you might charge, say, $1,000 to $3,000 depending on the value you can provide. Instead of charging by the hour, focus on the results your design will bring. Clients want a return on their investment, not a time breakdown. So when negotiating, explain how your design will solve problems and drive growth, then price based on that value. This approach leads to a better pay and a showcase of your true worth. And here's a really quick and professional tip that should never be ignored. Building a referral system is a game changer. Instead of relying solely on platforms like Fiverr or Upwork, encourage your satisfied clients to refer you. You can offer incentives like discounts on future projects or even small gifts. Or just ask, because many clients are often happy to spread the word if they're thrilled about your work. Referrals often lead to more consistent, higher quality leads because the trust is already there in the first place. Plus, it's often way more cost effective than paying for ads or just constantly chasing new business. So the next part of being more profitable as a graphic designer in 2025 relates to those people, those entities that give you money, the clients. And I'm going to give you a free tool that will help you immensely. #not-sponsored. Mastering client communication is one of the most underrated skills for designers in 2025, and one tool that can seriously elevate this is Loom. The free version lets you create quick video messages, so instead of sending long emails or trying to explain concepts in text, you can record your screen, show your design, and walk clients through your process. Not only does this add a personal touch, but it also helps avoid miscommunication. Clients can hear your tone, they can see exactly what you're talking about, and ask questions right there on the spot in real time. This kind of clarity builds trust, it ensures everyone is on the same page, and it can even reduce the number of revisions needed. Now, Loom does make it easy to communicate effectively and professionally, and that is without spending hours on back and forth emails. You can use any platform, of course, to do this, and like I said, I'm not sponsored by Loom or affiliated in any way. Now that you've heard how to become a more profitable graphic designer in 2025, why not learn a tried and tested design process for 2025? One that allows you to take on any design brief with confidence. To do that, simply click the video on screen, and until next time guys, design your future today. Peace.